Happy Sunday, good afternoon. Welcome to famous West Arena at Braemar for today's action. One of the last remaining District 6 games. It's your Edina Hornets versus Bloomington Jefferson. Players are gathered around the net. They're doing their pregame cheer surrounding Luke Barnett, the goalkeeper. He stays behind while they skate to the benches. I'm going to try to get the right zooming in. I know this rink's a little bit, it's the largest one here. It's one of the larger ones that we ever stream from and play in, and so it's always hard. I want to get zoomed in, but I don't want to miss the action. This is Bennett, Cover, Daniski, Hudson, and Engel out there. It's controlled by Bloomington Jefferson. Bloomington Jefferson in their baby blue uniforms. And Edina's wearing white. The puck is still loose, finally cleared away. Held in by Bloomington. They send it in, that hit Cover. Hudson's first to it. Hudson's got a forechecker right on him. Now Bennett gets it out of the zone. Bennett across the red line. Bennett across the blue line. He takes a shot. That's glove saved, held on to by the Bloomington Jefferson goalie. There's going to be a draw in their zone. Both teams are going to get fresh skaters out there. We bring out O'Donnell, Warren, Haymaker, Atherton, Ely, and Seaberg. O'Donnell on the draw. Seaberg shot, hits traffic, and then O'Donnell, good whack at it from right in front of the goalie. That's saved. Draw coming again in the Bloomington end. Still 0-0, we're less than a minute in. Same skaters for Edina. Off that draw, O'Donnell's battling. Haymaker is able to push it forward. Seaberg comes in from his defensive position and sends it down low. O'Donnell lifts the stick, tried to get it from the Bloomington defender. Eventually Bloomington gets it, but held in by Warren. Warren walks along the blue line, tries to spin, but stolen by Bloomington. Here they come the other way. There's a defenseman coming up. Good play there. In on Barnett. Barnett stood tall, made the save. Goes into the corner, and where O'Donnell picks it up, he's going to skate it out across the red line. Finds Warren. O'Donnell dragged his foot, but not enough. There's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone. Bloomington Jefferson. Bloomington is the suburb directly south of Edina. We share a border. We share really good historical hockey traditions with Bloomington. I had to re-look them up to see, but Bloomington Jefferson has 5 state hockey tournament wins, all from the 80s and 90s. This is held in by Hudson Dish. Hudson sends it by Gill. When I was a kid growing up in Minnesota, those baby blue uniforms, navy blue uniforms were about as famous as today's kind of green and gold from Edina. They were just so dominant for so many decades, for those 2 decades, but for so many years, they were so good. This is Hudson. Took it away from Bloomington in the neutral zone. He gets it to Gill. Gill couldn't pull the trigger on it. Now he's battling. Eventually gets back out to Hudson. Good job by his brother Bennett covering for him. So Bennett's covering on the defensive position. Now those two will switch. Bennett will go back to being a forechecker. Fry is providing a forecheck below the goal line. As is Gill. He's been bottling up Bloomington here early. Bloomington's able to get it out. Got it by Fry. He sends it back in. Almost offsides, but Bennett held up at the blue line. His shot goes wide. Gill in pursuit. Oh, good job on the change. Atherton keeps it in. Sends it hard towards the net. There's Gill. Gill has it stolen from him by the Bloomington defender. Good outlet pass by Bloomington. They come in, that's Seaberg defending. The player's still with it. Eventually, Barnett's going to hang on to it. Shots are 2-1 in favor of Edina. This is Joe Daniski on the clock. I told him, hey, put the shots on. We're in the big rink where I know the shot works because this is where the Edina Hornet High School teams play. And so we are showing shots here at Braemar Arena. O'Donnell puts on the brakes at the sideboard, sends it back to Seberg. Seberg gets a shot, that gets through, tipped wide. Daniski in pursuit. He's battling on those far sideboards. Sent out. Seberg's going to be first to it. He's got Cover wide, gets it to him. Good pass there. Here comes Cover up the near boards. Cover makes one guy miss at the top of the circles. And then stolen by Bloomington. Bloomington sends it down. Referee's arm is up. This puck may slow down. Oh, just barely gets over. I spent a lot of time on yesterday's telecast talking about the two high school games that were going on. The boys were playing concurrently and the girls were playing in the state championship game. Fortunately for Edina fans, both ended up in Edina victories. Boys won 2-1 with a goal in the last 12 seconds. They're in the section final on Wednesday. And the girls won the state title last night 2-0 over Hill Murray. I'll say more about that in a bit. What a good day for Edina hockey yesterday. Sent in, that's Bennett. He's got a couple defenders on him, unable to get a shot off. Haymaker tried to send that towards Warren. Takes another attempt at getting towards Warren, but that's stolen. Engel pinches in, holds it in. Now Warren holds it in. Haymaker's being harassed by a defender. His shot goes wide. Haymaker on the forecheck. Now Warren gets involved. Bloomington gets it out, but Bennett steals it in the neutral zone. Here's Bennett. He's circling. Gains the zone. There's Bennett's shot. Saved by Bl Jefferson. They're going to hang on to it. Bloomington Jefferson in 92, 93, 94 was a three-peat state champion. They're the last team to do that since the 1960s. That was out to Seberg. Seberg shot, goal! So that's Seberg. Good shot from the point. Beat the goalie glove side. 4 minutes in, Edina's on the board. Goal by Seberg. I couldn't tell the assist. It was either Gill or O'Donnell off the draw. O'Donnell here on the draw. Wins that one back to Seberg. Seberg pushes it forward. Cross-ice pass by Bloomington. Gets by everyone. Aftonili chips that one up to Fry. Here's Fry. Fry's shot. Blocker save. O'Donnell battling. That shot goes past the net into the corner. We got a couple forecheckers on. O'Donnell comes out with it. O'Donnell, nice saucer pass back to Seberg. Seberg takes a shot. That one doesn't get through. Here comes Bloomington back the other way. A good play by Caleb Aftonili to get that one forward to Gill. Intercepted the rush. There's Gill. Gets his forehand. He's thinking about shooting it, but then had it stolen away. Now Fry prevents Bloomington from breaking out. There's Seberg. Intercepts that clearance attempt. Seberg's got a couple defenders on him. He gets it forward to Gill. Now Bloomington takes it behind the net. It's been mostly in the Bloomington end so far. That's Aftonili with it. I'm sorry, that's Gill with it. Pushes that forward to Fry. Fry sends it in, but right on the stick of a Bloomington defender. Seberg. Good. D to D, and then Bennett keeps it in. Back comes Bloomington. They're across the red line. Across the blue line. Poke checked away by Seberg. He's had a great first period so far. He's the only goal scorer. Bloomington goes back to the defender. They go cross ice. Now they're going to gain the Edina zone. It's Atherton defending. Cover, Seberg. Shot from the point. Steered away by Barnett. Got shots at 6-1 on the board. Sent up. Here comes Daniski. Daniski. He's got Bennett with him. Here's Daniski over to Bennett. Bennett from his backhand sends it towards the net. Cover takes a whack at it. On the rebound goes below the goal line. Bloomington is able to get it out. Bloomington, I've noticed, has resorted to just sort of flinging the puck up. They're not able to get sustained kind of passes to skate it out. So they are getting the puck out, but our defensemen are usually first to it in the neutral zone, and then we're able to just reorganize or regroup. That's what it's called when the D sort of collected in the neutral zone and then head back into the zone. We're able to, that's a good example of it right there where they got it out, but Engel is able to collect that puck. He heads into the zone. He's got a couple defenders on him. The puck goes down low. He gets taken down. It's going to be a penalty on Bl Jefferson. You're going to call a hook on Bl Jefferson. I'm not sure that was the right call. I think Eric's momentum sort of took him down, but Bloomington goes down a man with 5:14 left in the first period. O'Donnell, Haymaker, Warren, Engel, and Hudson on this. There's a shot from the point by Engel. Tipped into the corner. Warren and Haymaker providing the pressure. Bloomington's attempt at getting it out hits traffic. There's O'Donnell down at the goal line. O'Donnell behind the net, puts on the brakes. Now he's going to come towards the net. Puck is loose. That was Warren attacking the far post, but Bloomington first to it. They send it up. Hudson holds it in. Hudson, good job by Engel to call for the puck. He gets it. He takes a shot, tipped just wide. Good attempt there by O'Donnell. Haymaker sends that one to Warren, but goes off of Warren, stick to Engel. This is Edina on the power play. There's Engel. Shot goes high. O'Donnell's wraparound attempt. Saved. This actually looks like a power play. Good shot. Warren was looking to get the deflection. O'Donnell and Warren helping out down low. We've got Bloomington bottled up here, up a man. For another 20 seconds. Hudson holds it in. Hudson sends it to O'Donnell. Good passing. O'Donnell shot. Goalie got a glove on it, went over the net. Hudson's going to hold this one in. Hudson's shot hits traffic. Goes wide. Bloomington's back at full strength. There's going to be a penalty on Warren. They're going to call Warren for a check. Body check on Warren will send the draw back to this end. This is a fantastic rink. It's, I think, one of the best rinks in Minnesota. It's cool that it has a platform for streaming, so I have a good view. What I don't have is a good view of the rafters. Everything's I'm very high on the rink, and so I don't have a great view of the rafters. I will point out the state championship banners. You can see those are all the boys' state championship banners. I think if I counted them up, I'd see 12. There's 4 girls' banners. They're about to add a 5th, which is exciting as of yesterday's result. This is Atherton Ely. We're now down a man. Bl Jefferson on the power play. That puck goes up to the point. Shot. Teddy Gill got in front of that one. He's going to skate it out. Here's Teddy into the Bloomington end. 3 minutes remaining in this period. That puck was out of the zone, sent back into the zone for offsides. So another 105 on the penalty. Gill Fry up front on the penalty kill. Gill tried to push it forward. Here comes Bloomington with it. Good play there by number 31. There's going to be another penalty on Edina. Edina's going to go on a 5-on-3. We're going to have a 5-on-3 for 48 seconds. They're going to call that a hook. That was a good call. You don't see that called very often, especially if it's going to result in a 5-on-3. But Caleb Atherton-Neely goes to the box. These are fun for the killers. Here comes the penalty kill, 5-on-3. I see Bennett, Seaberg, and Engel. Good opportunity for Bloomington to get on the board. They only have a 1 shot on goal, according to Joe Daniski's count. 5-on-3. There's a shot. Hits Bennett, gets out of there, gets out of the zone, sent back in. There's an offsides. It's one of those automatic offsides. A normal penalty kill is a zone framework where it's a box. There's 2 defenders, 2 forwards. Now we're in a triangle with 3. And the key is you just try to get in front of passing lanes and shooting lanes. Bennett did a good job on that last time. Bloomington gains the zone now. It's on Engel's stick. Gets it up. Held in by Bloomington. Player goes down, though. That'll allow Bennett to track it down. He gets it out of the zone, then sent back in. That is offsides. I thought that was out of the zone, but I couldn't see it that well. Referee was right on top of it. 26 more seconds for a 2-man advantage for Bloomington Jefferson. Key on the penalty kill, too, is you don't chase the puck. You just fill lanes. There's Bloomington Jefferson, poke checked away by Engel. Let's see if Bennettish is able to get it out. He is. Here's Bennett across the red line. Down 5-on-3. Now he has a poke checked away. Good job of getting it all the way low. Bloomington back with it. They're heading up the far side. Bennett's harassing them. Now they come in 3-on-2. 3-on-2, Bloomington Jefferson. Edina's 1-man short now as Warren comes out of the box. Hudson pushes it to the far boards. Bennett skating in the neutral zone. Bennett, now it's a 2-on-1. Still shorthanded a man. His shot. Goalie was on top of that one. Bennett gets that one to Warren. Warren sends it to Hudson Dish, but gets by everyone. Seaberg, he'll be first to it. There's only 12 more seconds left, so Edina successfully killed off that 2-man advantage. Seaberg's gonna skate it. There's Seaberg, shot, save, rebound sent towards the corner, Bloomington on it. There's Engel right off of the bench. He has it stolen from him. Bloomington back the other way. Oh, good job by Atherton-Neely. It was a really good job of dispossessing Bloomington without committing a penalty. Cover pushes it forward. We're down to the final minute, 10 seconds left of the period. Cover right in front of the bench. Really good job of avoiding too many men. Sent into the Edina zone. It was tipped, so no icing. Engel with it behind the net. It's on the brakes, looking to headman that to Cover. Good pass there. Skips over Cover's stick, though. His shot gets all the way to Barnett, who got a blocker from his knees on that one. Here's O'Donnell, far boards to Daniski. 35 seconds left. Still 1-0 in favor of Edina. There's a shot. Glove saved by Barnett. He hangs on to it with 26 seconds left. Draw coming up to the right of him. Haymaker, Bennett, Atherton-Neely, Seaberg, and Warren out there. It's going to be Bennett on this draw. Atherton-Neely sends it up. Held in by Bloomington. Bloomington's, even though those penalties didn't necessarily generate a lot of scoring opportunities, it did give them more zone time in the Edina zone. That was Warren on the rush, has a poke checked away as he gained the zone. 10 seconds remaining. Seaberg, our only goal scorer with it right now. We tried to reverse pass in front. It's stolen away. Then Bennett tried to hold it in. That's going to do it for the first period. Instead of my normal going on mute, I'll do a little mini tribute to the Edina girls hockey team. I mentioned that they're going to put up their 5th banner. That is 5 state championships since 2017, their first one since 2021. Sammy Cowger is the coach. She is the wife of the Bantam A coach who coached my older son a couple years ago. And so through that season, as well as other instances, I've had the chance to get to know Sammy, and she is a complete class act, a real, truly just awesome role model for those kids, and just a great person. So couldn't be happier for her and the team and the players on that team. If you did not watch the game, I'd encourage you to go look for highlights. There were only 2 goals scored. It was 2-0. 1 goal was scored with about 9 minutes left, and the second goal, which created an insurance cushion, was scored with about 2 or 3 minutes left. That second goal by Lorelei Nelson is a really special goal. If you can find a highlight of that goal, it was a great individual effort. She got the pass, away from the goalie. She had 2 defenders to beat. She beat both of them and then took a shot in the upper right corner and beat the goalie over her shoulder, which she was one of the best goalies in the state. It was a fantastic goal. That was a really individual effort. But I want to dwell on the first goal because the first goal was a power play. Edina only had 1 power play the whole game. They got it with 9 minutes left and they converted it. And that becomes so important in those big pressure, big time games to convert on special team opportunities. And what they did there is a perfect example of what I say to get the goalie moving laterally. It was a pass across the slot to Whitney Horton, who just one-timed it past the goalie as she was moving across the crease. It is another fantastic goal, but it really illustrates the idea that you need to get these goalies moving laterally. These goalies are so good if they have all the time in the world to just straightly take on a shot, but if you get them moving laterally, that's oftentimes one of your only chances, and that's true at the high school level, that's true at the college level. Here's Bl Jefferson with an early opportunity here. But that is what you do on a power play, is you leverage the fact that you have 1 extra player to create openings, and if you can make those cross-ice passes, get those goalies moving, take those one-time shots. It was a textbook example of how you score on a power play. I know I missed the viewing angle. You guys were probably done with my grandstanding about that, but both those goals are fantastic, and I would highly encourage you, if you Google the game, you should be able to track them down. Last thing I'll say about the power play is, on a power play, there's really 2 ways you're going to score. You're going to get a shot from the point that's going to create a scrum in front, and you're going to look for tips and rebounds, and that happens, and people do that all the time, but the true way you score on a power play is that cross ice, which is one of my pet peeves. Is anytime you're at a high-level hockey game and it's a crowded atmosphere, and this could be a Wild game, a Gopher game, an Edina Hornet high school game, fans are constantly saying, shoot it, shoot the puck, and they get impatient. The whole concept of a power play is you try to create the most perfect opportunity, and it's all about patience. And so my pet peeve, and don't be one of those fans that yell, shoot it, shoot it. If you're shooting it, they're always talking about just getting those shots from the outside, which is that first way you can score. But I think by far the more dramatic and just easier way to score is you can get those goalies moving laterally. Held in there by Seaberg momentarily, but now it's stolen. Now it's Bl Jefferson with a rush as Atherton Ely retreating. This is a good opportunity for Bl Jefferson, and they score. Good play there, and we've got a tie ball game, 1-1. I need to update the scoreboard to reflect that we're in the second period. That was a good goal, one of the few opportunities. Bl Jefferson converts. Now we have Bennett, Warren, Haymaker, Hudson, and Engel out to answer. All of a sudden have a 1-1 game with 11:28 left in the second period. Bennett pushed it forward, but Bloomington with it. Now they have the momentum. They have the puck heading into the zone. Poke checked away at the end there by Hudson. Here comes Hudson. He's going to skate it out. He gets tripped up. Bloomington advanced it, but Hudson steals it in the neutral zone. Bennett and Hudson are right next to each other. Here's Engel. Engel gains his own. Engel, shot. Oh, good save there. Pad save by the Bloomington goalie. Now it's Bennett's turn. He walks in off those sideboards. His shot goes off the side of the net and comes right in front. Warren was trying to sneak in from the slot there. Engel holds that one in, sends it down low. It's a good response after giving up that goal. Haymaker on the forecheck. Haymaker comes up with it, sends it down low again. Bennett in pursuit. This is a good example where they're having a hard time getting out of the zone on their own. But in that case, they are able to get it out, but they just kind of fling it into the neutral zone, and as Seaberg tracks it down, he takes it behind the net. They just haven't gotten a lot of sustained control coming out of their own zone. Poke checked away by Seaberg. Gets on the stick of Warren. Here comes Warren. Down the left side. Tried to stick handle around a defender as a stolen. Haymaker. Poke check to Warren. Here's Warren. Shot. Save. Covered up by the Bloomington goalie. Shots are 13-4. Score is 1-1. Within hockey communities and people who watch a lot of hockey, there's a debate about the usefulness of the shots on goal statistic. I tend to like it. I think it gives a direction of at least where the zone of play is taking place. Other people think it's kind of a meaningless statistic. Here's Fry. Fry takes a shot towards the net. That was a good pad save at the end by Bloomington. Seberg coming in from his defensive position. That was out of the zone and sent back in for an offsides. Basically, it's all the percentage games. The best goalies in the world will save between 90 and 95% of shots on goal. So, if there are 10 shots on goals, they may get 9 of them. Or if there's 20, they may get 19. And a lot of it's volume, but it's obviously quality of chance. Those would be the people who say that shots on goal really don't matter. You need to have quality chances to go along with just the volume. I do think it gives you a direction of where the game generally is being played. That's O'Donnell. The puck was still loose in front. Goalie was down. They tried to lift it up, but it's hard to do that from being really close to the net. Here comes Bloomington back the other way. There's plenty of defensive help, including Atherton Ely and Fry coming back on the back check. Atherton Ely got in front of that pass and deflected it. Now there's a shot from the point. That hits traffic. Puck is still loose, and they score again. Bloomington Jefferson takes the lead here. 2 goals in the second period. And Edina faces their first deficit. I feel like it's the first deficit in a while in a league game. We played another Bloomington Jefferson team earlier this season and lost. I assume it's not the same one. I assume they have multiple ones, but like I've told people, I don't do a lot of research pregame. This is Bennett on the draw. He's joined by Daniski and Culver. Poke checked away. Here's Hudson Dish. He's going to gain the blue line. Hudson, top of the circle, shot. Saved by the defender. If you hear me say butterfly, that was actually a really good example of how these goalies, basically every goalie now in youth ranks, college ranks, pro ranks, butterflies, but this is kind of a way of goalies changed in the last 25, 30 years. Back to Engel. Engel gets by one. I'll describe what butterflying is in a second. Sent towards the net. Now Bloomington skates it out. They ran into a wall of defenders. Bennett puts the brakes on at the blue line. Now he's dancing with the puck in the neutral zone. He's going to gain the Edina zone, but he made that one last move at the blue line, which sent his teammates off sides. So butterfly is when the goalie instantly takes his 2 legs and spreads them out and gets really low to the ice. It's the opposite of how if you watch the movie Miracle, if you see clips from like hockey in the 1980s, before that point, goalies used to stand upright and use their sticks a lot more. Now all those low passes, they're just instantly going down to their knees, spreading themselves out, almost like a butterfly. That's why they call it that. And it's basically how all of goaltending is played. That's Bloomington behind the net. They have it stolen away. Warren. Eventually Bloomington chips it out. Atherton in retreat. 7:47. We don't have a rink clock that I can see. I know we can go until 1:40. I'm sorry, 12:40. It's 12:14 Central Time. That's another offsides. This has been there have been a number of offsides here, so there has been a lot of stoppages to play. I don't know if we'll get this whole game in. It's now Fry, Bennett, Gill, Hudson, and Engel. It's Bennett on the draw. Poke checked away, and here's Bennett. He's going to try to beat this defender one-on-one. Good recovery there by the Bloomington Jefferson defender. His shot by Bennett hits traffic, gets to Engel. Engel then sends it to his partner, Hudson. Hudson whiffed on his first attempt at getting it low. Now Fry, coming out from being in front of the net. He sends it to Bennett. Bennett lost it momentarily. It allowed Bloomington to chip it out. Engel sends it up. Bloomington's first to that. They clear it. Engel's going to try to send it up again. Third time's the charm. Held in there by Bloomington. Hudson behind the net as we go under 7 minutes remaining in the period. Hudson was looking for Bennett. Bennett may be on top of this one. This one's not going to go for icing. Bennett's in a foot race. Bennett gets taken down. Good chance there. Here's a shot from Teddy Gill. Blocker save. Goes behind the net. Bloomington chips it up. Hudson holds it in. Hudson sends it towards the net. Now another whack. Gets it on the stick of Fry. Fry, he's going to take a shot. That was a good opportunity. The puck was loose. Gill was looking for a rebound. Gill does such a good job of getting rebound goals like that. Now here comes Bl Jefferson. Their number 31. I think he was one of those earlier goal scorers. Attempted pass is steered away by Fry. Fry's had a couple times where he's back-checked really effectively. Sent back in offsides by Bl Jefferson. I called one of those squirt offsides yesterday. That was a good example of a squirt offsides. A player either panicking or not realizing that a player was in the zone already and just sending the puck back in. Causes a fair number of these stoppages of play. James O'Donnell on the draw. Bloomington controls. Sends it up here near boards. Gain the blue line. That's Athenili defending. Players collide. Barnett hangs on to that one. Seberg picks up the puck, hands it to the referee. Draw in the Edina zone to the right of Barnett. 5:44 left in the second. Bl Jefferson up 2-1. O'Donnell on the draw. Done by Cover and Daniski up top. That's Bl Jefferson. Shot. Puck is still loose. There's O'Donnell. He's got a couple forecheckers on him. O'Donnell moves that forward to Athenili. Athenili to Daniski. Good pass there. Here's Daniski. Daniski. Shot. Save. See that goalie as he goes right down to his knees immediately. 30 years ago, that goalie would not have been taught to do that. He would have stood tall. I think the best example of that is in that movie Miracle, and you see how Jim Craig plays. He's standing tall and using his pads and his stick. But I think it was Dominic Hasek, pro goalie for the Buffalo Sabres, who popularized that in like the mid-early 90s. He was the best goalie in the league. And pretty much since then, everyone does that. O'Donnell, Cover, Daniski, Athenili, and Seberg draw in the Bloomington end. Shots are 20-7 in favor of Edina, but they're no longer leading on the scoreboard. It's Bl Jefferson on the goal by Seberg. There's a shot sent into the corner. There's O'Donnell, makes one player miss. Looking for Cover on the far post. Daniski back to Seberg. This is good puck movement. Seberg over to Athenili. His shot goes wide. Hits hard off the far boards. Seberg steps in, holds it in. Daniski, centering attempt. Cleared by Bloomington. This is where our forecheck has been so effective. Here's Seberg. Seberg gets that to O'Donnell. O'Donnell makes one man miss. O'Donnell tried to go up top. Gets it up, but the chest plate of the goalie kept that one from going in, and now Bloomington's going to skate it out. Here's Bloomington. Poke checked away by Athenili. He's got Bloomington in a line change, so he's able to advance it through the neutral zone, but has a stolen right as he got into the blue line. Here's Athenili, sends it back up. Bloomington has it. Athenili still with it again. Now Bennett. Bennett has Warren. Warren was calling for it. Warren gains the line. Here's Warren. Bennett. Shot. Steered into the corner. Warren with it. Haymaker alone. Oh, good opportunity. Haymaker had the goalie moving laterally, and then Haymaker got taken down hard. No call. Warren battling. Engel sneaks in from the defensive position and takes that puck, gets it low. Warren. Engel still with it. Here's Engel. Engel has Gill. Here's Engel's shot. Cleared away by the rebound. There's an anxious parents here on both sides. I think here's Gil. Gil gets through a couple defenders. Excuse me, a penalty on Bl Jefferson. Referee's arm went up. They're going to call him for a slash. So penalty to Bl Jefferson. I think the penalties are 2-2. Power play for Edina with 3 minutes even left in the second period. Roughly 20 minutes of rink time left. O'Donnell on that draw, gets it back to Hudson. Gill, the goalie was down. Sorry, I realized that wasn't in the screen. Fry tried to get that one in front. Engel holds it in. Here's O'Donnell, shot. Oh, goes high. Hudson fanned initially, but got it to Gill. Gill looks for Engel, good pass there. Engel lost it as he was trying to get it on his forehand. Bloomington rings it around. It's Gill and Hudson trying to keep it in. Good job by Hudson and Gill doing that. O'Donnell now battling on the floorboards. O'Donnell. There's a shot save. Good glove save by the Bloomington goalie. 26 shots. He's only let in one of them. That is better than the 95% save percentage I mentioned earlier. We've had some good opportunities this shift. We've had some good opportunities this game. This goalie has looked good so far. O'Donnell, Fry, and Gill remain at the top. We have Seaberg and Altanili out there defensively. There's Gill. He was trying to drive towards the net as a poke checked away. Seaberg sneaks in, gets that one to O'Donnell. Here's O'Donnell at the goal line. Passes it to Gill, and that's a goal. So Gill from Seaberg and O'Donnell. Gill from O'Donnell and Seaberg. It's 2-2. That was a power play goal. There's 1:51 left in the second period in a 2-2 game. My son was saying if we win, tie, or get our fair play point, we are guaranteed a spot in the top, championship level of the tournament, the District 6 tournament afterwards. That will be the weekend I know of that concludes on March 10th, so a couple weeks from now, I think 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now will be the last day of the season. That's a dangerous opportunity by Bloomington. Seaberg got in front of it and steered it away from in front of the net. Held in by Bl Jefferson. They've also bottled us up. We haven't had very much good opportunities on the breakout. That's a good example. We're just trying to fling the puck out. Now Bennett. This is a 3-on-1. Bennett with Cover and Daniski. Bennett shot. Goes wide. Seaberg should be able to get to this one. Seaberg sends that to Cover. Cover far boards down to the goal line. Gets help from Daniski. I had to adjust the camera. Sent in front to Bennett. Puck was up in the air. Now Bloomington with it. We don't have any forecheckers there, so he's going to skate it out. Tries to go cross ice, but Connor is on top of that one. Seaberg sends it into the zone, way to avoid the icing. Down to 40 seconds remaining in this period. Here's Bloomington. Centering pass goes by everyone. After Tanili. We're under 30 seconds in a 2-2 entertaining game. First on the afternoon. Good job. Gets it to Haymaker. Here comes Afton Haymaker. He's got 2 defenders on him. One of those defenders from Bloomington comes up with a puck. Seaberg, 10 seconds remaining. Defending. Seaberg's able to possess it. See if we can get one final drive with 5 seconds left. There's Bennett. Shot, that's going to go wide right as the buzzer sounds. We move into the third period. Shots are 27-7. The score is 2-2. I will put this on mute for a minute. So I mentioned earlier the boys have the section final. The boys section final, I believe, is on Wednesday of this week. They survived they survived Benilde St. Margaret's yesterday, 2-1, getting a goal in the final 12 seconds. And they play Wayzata on, I believe, Wednesday at Bloomington Ice Garden. They will pack probably more than 2,000 people into a pretty small rink there. It's a really, really cool atmosphere. If you're listening to this and you want to go to this game, I would try to find out how to order tickets as soon as possible, because that will be an almost impossible ticket to get. Yesterday's game I know was sold out. It's with the state tournament berth on the line. Those are two big rivals, Wayzata, Edina. It is sure to be a good game. It's the two teams ranked number 2 and number 3 in the state. They met a couple weeks ago. I said this on yesterday's telecast in a 4-3 overtime win over Wayzata. That gave Wayzata the number 1 seed in the sections. This is Warren. Warren gets by one defender. Here's Warren. Shot goes high. O'Donnell. He's got a couple guys on him. O'Donnell at the goal line, sends it to Haymaker. Haymaker to Warren. Warren makes one guy miss. Unable to make two guys miss. Puck got out. I think that was a good non-offsides call. Clearance attempt. O'Donnell keeps it in. There's O'Donnell, shot from the goal, from the face-off dot, held onto by Bloomington's goalie, who's faced 24 shots. I said 27 earlier. I thought that scoreboard said 27. I don't know if they cleaned it up to 24. Now it says 24 shots through 2 periods. Keep my eye on the rink time. Down to about 13 minutes of rink time left. That was a draw one, cleaned it back to Seaberg. Seaberg shot, hits traffic, goes beyond the net. Seaberg's gonna pinch in. Fry there to help out, holds it in. Seaberg goes after it. Got to skate on that one along the boards. Bennett, Seaberg. Fry also in pursuit. Oh, held in there by Athenili. Athenili then got hit. No call. Gonna try to send it up again. Bennett with it. This is kind of how this game has gone. It's been mostly in the Bloomington Jefferson end. We've been heavily out shooting them. But on the scoreboard, it's tied 2-2. Athenili got that forward, but Fry comes up with it in the neutral zone, and then Bennett ended up going in offsides. Draw coming up in the neutral zone. Whenever a skater is possessing the puck heading into the zone, he's instructed not to make a move at the blue line, because that will throw everyone offsides. That's kind of what happened there. Here is Cover. Cover took a shot that hit traffic, goes into the corner. That clearance attempt does get out. Engel's in pursuit. He's got a guy right on him. He chips it forward. Bloomington will be caught offsides if they send it in, so they try to reverse it, but Cover intercepted in the neutral zone. Now Cover gains the line. O'Donnell holds it in. Daniski. Daniski gets by one. Cover pushes it forward, but Bloomington on it. They get it by Engel. Dish is in pursuit. He gets the puck, takes it behind the net, sends that up to Cover. It's by Cover, so Bloomington has it in the neutral zone. They make a pass. And now here's Bloomington. Hudson's there, but still with it. Eventually Engel poke checks it away. Engel's with it now. Engel cross ice to Daniski. Daniski overskated at the blue line. Bloomington's able to get the puck and get it out. Cover. Bennett. Now they're battling right at the red line. Eventually Bennett comes up with it. Bennett gets it into the Bloomington zone. Here's Bennett. Bennett shot. Save. That got right in on the body of the Bloomington goalie. There's 9:58 in the period. Roughly 11 minutes of rink time. Draw in the Bloomington zone. Bennett, Haymaker, Warren, Seaberg, and Abstinelli. Here's Warren. Warren tried to stick handle around players. I get stolen and taken into the corner. Haymaker to Warren. Warren had to avoid the player down. Pass to Seaberg. It's Warren. Sends it towards the net. Bennett had a guy right on him. Bennett was able to get to the puck first in the corner. Here's Bennett on his backhand. Bennett tries to get to his forehand. Haymaker has it on his forehand. Bennett's got a guy all over him. Haymaker pushes it to Bennett. The goalie doesn't know where he is. Oh, good opportunity there on a wraparound. Bennett had a guy all over him and unable to get the force necessary to get that puck in. Good job by Alfa-Tanili of holding it in. 9 minutes remaining. Here's Bloomington trying to use this near board. Seaberg tries to find Warren in front. Now Bloomington gets it out. No, it's not ice. Alfa-Tanili with it. Sends it up the far boards. Good pass there by Bloomington. They connect to the neutral zone. Here comes Bloomington into the Edina zone. There's 3 defenders. Sent towards the net. That's going to get by everyone. Alfa-Tanili, Bennett, Haymaker. Here's Haymaker. Cross the red line. That would have been a good example, I said yesterday, where some teams would get that one deep, but we always try to keep possession. Here's Haymaker. Haymaker sends that towards O'Donnell. This is where he's dangerous. O'Donnell tried to get the shot off, but had a defender on him. O'Donnell puts on the brakes at the goal line, sends it towards the net. Oh, gets by everyone, including Haymaker. Seaberg sends it towards the net. Warren pushes it to the sideboards. O'Donnell's battling. It's a good battle. Actually, from his knees, the Bloomington player is able to get it out. Here is Gill. Gill gains the line. Fry's also helping out. Fry comes up with it, sends it towards the net. Here's Fry. Fry at the red line, looking for O'Donnell. Gill. Back comes Bloomington Jefferson. That's Hudson defending. Shot, glove saved by Barnett. We have 7 minutes even left in the game clock for the third period. Bloomington controls. They take a shot. Actually, that was Bennett who had it on the stick. Held in by Bloomington. They send it deep. Engel on it. Engel uses the boards to get that up, but not out. Sent back in, but Hudson intercepts. Here's Hudson. Gets it out of our end into the Bloomington end. Centering pass. There's Engel, comes in from his defensive position. Now we need to get back. Back comes Bloomington. Bennett did a good job of getting back, as did Hudson. Left there, but Gill's first to it. The back and forth action here in the waning minutes of the third period. Gill, good defensive play there by Bloomington. Gill still with it though. Bloomington, that's a good example of dump and chase. They did that. They knew they were past the red line, sent it down low. There's Culver with it. That one was close to being an ice, but waved off as Alfa-Tanili's on top of it. Alfa-Tanili. Culver in the neutral zone, battling for it. Culver, Daniski and O'Donnell all battling for it. Bloomington content to send it into the Edina zone. Here's Alfa-Tanili with About 5:15 remaining. That was a pass that got by everyone. It's going to go for icing. Draw coming up in the Edina zone. Roughly 5 minutes left of rink time. 2-2 game. Shots are 26-8. O'Donnell, Daniski, Covert, Atherton, Ely, and Seaberg out for the Edina and White. Here's O'Donnell right off the draw. Caught that defender flat-footed. Here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell also has Covert. O'Donnell, it's hauled down. No call there. Sent up and out. Seaberg, though, first to it. Seaberg puts on the brakes at the blue line. Here's Seaberg. He's going to try to skate this one. He's going to gain the line. Seaberg. Shot hits traffic. Daniski sends it towards the net. Covert. Good opportunity there. Clearance attempts, hits the skate of a Bloomington player. Back to Seaberg. Seaberg has a goal earlier. Doesn't get through. Hits the shin guard of one of the Bloomington players. Seaberg. Here's Seaberg. Pass. I think Bloomington's getting tired. They've been in a defensive posture almost this entire game. There's Seaberg. Looking for O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes in off that goal line. Goal, O'Donnell! It is hard to play defensively for that long. Eventually, one of them was bound to break through. In that case, it was O'Donnell. Goalie made the first save. O'Donnell just kept moving across the crease. I think that was O'Donnell from Seaberg. I'm not sure they'll give Seaberg that assist, but it is 3-2 in favor of Edina. Back comes Bloomington. This is one of their earlier goal scorers was number 31. He had a good attempt right off the draw there. Hudson sends it forward. Good job of avoiding the ice by using the boards. And a good angle. That's Bennett on the forecheck. Sent up. Engel was retreating as his teammate Hudson was pinching. Here's Warren. This could be a good opportunity to get an insurance goal with 3 minutes left, roughly. Good job there, Bennett, getting in front of the player, dispossessing him. Warren was trying to find Bennett. Here's Engel, who holds it in. Engel has Bennett too. Misses that wide. Back comes Bl Jefferson. Hudson, good job of pinching there too. Bennett to Haymaker. Good defensive play by Bloomington. Now they have the puck. They're going to be pushing forward here with under 3 minutes remaining. There's Bennett in the neutral zone. He gets the puck. Bennett gains the line. Bennett, backhand attempts. Hits off the side of the net. This is Atherton Ely defending now. Good job by Hudson picking up the guy in front. That's O'Donnell, also playing defensively. The Bloomington parents wanted a penalty. I actually didn't see one there. Here comes Gill. Oh, there's an empty net. Gill missed that shot. Players are looking for a goal here at the empty net. O'Donnell's shot hits traffic. Seaberg, that's going to be offsides. There's a dad that's very vocal. He won his case. They sent it all the way down. I don't think I know. I know there's a rule on offsides, but I'm not. That's a weird play. But the dad from Bloomington won his way. The draw gets into the Edina zone. There's an empty net for Bloomington. 6 skaters. Gill with it. Gill leaves it there for Atherton Ely. Atherton Ely is battling down low. There's a lot of coaching going on from the Bl Jefferson parents. Here comes Gill. Gill shot, that should do it. 4-2, Teddy Gill on that goal. Empty net. 1:39 on the clock. We're at rink time, so I don't know how they're going to do this. think they just called it. Yep, that whistle just sent it dead as we were at rink time. Edina is victorious yet again. 2 goals in the last couple of minutes. It was a well-refed, well-coached, well-played game by everyone involved.